You could set your watch by the number of times that Donald Trump gets assassination attempts. It happens on a weekly basis. Tick-tock. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a dude who was stalking Donald Trump with illegal firearms and fake law enforcement badges at Donald Trump's club in Los Angeles. Armed suspect at National Golf Course moments before Trump's trip. A cache of weapons and body armor. Oh, okay, no big deal. He just had like bail enforcement agent right there. Scary, because a lot of people think that what's going to happen with President Trump is that Donald Trump is, well, there's going to be somebody on the inside, right? It's been something that's been like scary as long as you've been following the Secret Service, because Secret Service agents fought outside of Barack Obama's house. They discharged their weapon with Joe Biden just the other day. A Secret Service agent from Kamala Harris's Secret Service had like a mental breakdown on the tarmac and got into a fist fight with a fully loaded weapon. The Secret Service is not a tight shop, and it's about to get worse. There was a drone targeting mass assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Donald Trump had a deer stand or is trying to get off his plane. This is just some of the stuff off the top of our head. Fighter jets scramble all the time for planes that are overhead with Trump. His motorcade's been rerouted. And of course, they've had to kill a man that walked right up to Mar-a-Lago and was able to get inside of the building, effectively onto the property, right? Dude, it's crazy. So the Secret Service has been not doing a great job, and its comms shop has been even worse. The Secret Service has the worst comms department. They lied, and they continually lie about Secret Service activities, but they certainly lied after Butler. And now it seems like the Secret Service may actually be facing some accountability for all of this, as 3 Secret Service officials have been placed on leave and escorted out of the building in handcuffs. Investigation goes right to the top. 3 Secret Service officials, including the agency's top spokesman, have been marched out of their office and had all of their devices seized amid an internal misconduct probe. Communications Director Anthony Guglielmini, this is the guy who was constantly lying. You remember sloped roofs? You know, remember after the Butler assassination attempt? This is the guy who was constantly lying to the media. I can't believe it's taken so long to like absolutely nab him up, but let's see what happened to him. The 2 others in the department left on Monday. Sources close to told Real Clear Politics the 3 have been placed on leave with their security clearances suspended and their work devices seized. The Secret Service declined to comment on the nature of the investigation that involves the CIA and the FBI. Whoa. It comes amid an ongoing effort by FBI Director Kash Patel to hunt down the source of the leak, the media involving Donald Trump's clandestine plane swap in Turkey. So this is Guglielmini right here. The report describes how President Trump left in a catering cart, and it was leaked in order to humiliate the president. Who would know about this? Well, possibly the Secret Service director, or the Secret Service comms director at least. Comms shop. Did the comms shop actually leak it? A reminder that the guy who runs the Secret Service right now is the man who is trusted very much by President Trump. It's this guy. His name's Sean Curran. But haven't seen much from him in the face of reforms. Guglielmini has overseen Secret Service communications department since the Biden administration, including during the fallout from the Trump-Butler assassination. He previously served as comms director for the Chicago and Baltimore police departments. And he announced that an agent assigned to J.D. Vance was facing criminal inquiry for media leak. The case erupted after agents were quoted complaining about last-minute travel requests from Vance and his family, raising concerns of operational details being compromised. Disciplinary actions against 6 agents and Butler assassination failures, marking a turbulent year. The suspensions were imposed, but not made public. So, whoa. Obviously, the Secret Service, I don't think anybody could have a real problem with how the agents on stage acted with the latest Trump ballroom, the guy like running in, trying to kill Trump in the ballroom, the White House Correspondents' Center. But what about the Secret Service agents outside, where the dude was able to just run right through the barricade? That was insane. Obviously, the tactical teams behaved, pretty impressively on stage and were able to get Trump and JD out of there fast. But the Secret Service didn't contain or control the environment. And some goofball LARPer was able to just run through with a shotgun. It appears, reporting CNN, that 3 officials, U.S. Secret Service shop, has been placed on leave, stripped of their security clearances and devices, and misconduct investigation. Longtime spokesperson Guglielmini, I first reported on him in 2022 as part of the cover-up for the infamous missing texts. 24 Secret Service officials had agents related to January 6th. This guy is obviously a dirtbag. They were colluding on January 6th. Remember how Trump treated the Secret Service was this like constant thing. On January 6th, he claimed all the devices were wiped as part of a system migration for cell providers. Some of the texts belonged to Secret Service directors who later left for a gig at Snapchat. Assistant Director of Protection Operations, who was the director shortly before Butler, head of his detail. So this would have So Cassidy Hutchinson had an imaginary confrontation. Apparently Donald Trump grabbed the steering wheel of the Secret Service car, right, and tried to yank it. All of this could have been disproven if they had the Secret Service texts and comms, but they wiped them, probably in order to assist in putting Trump in prison. Despite Guglielmini's defiant tone of no wrongdoing on behalf of the Secret Service, keep in mind that every federal agency has received preservation notices from Democrats shortly before January 6th. He later admitted the texts were not recoverable, which is, of course, impossible. Guglielmini then helped the Biden DHS to divert blame to the Department's Inspector General, top Dems. Even the Biden White House accused them of stonewalling disclosure about the text. Current investigation is related to the involvement with the missing text scandal, but it should. Secret Service officials, agency's director of communications placed on leave. Why on earth did it take 2 years before corrupt Secret Service spokesman Anthony Guglielmini was suspended, let alone fired? He's a complete liar, a fabulist, who repeatedly lied about the Butler assassination attempt, Biden administration's refusal to provide Trump adequate security. That's the major lie that they caught him in, that they defunded Donald Trump's security. They criminally defunded it in order to get Trump killed. Breaking 3 Secret Service agents walked out of their office. Do not admit as part of a criminal investigation into leaked classified information. But it's unclear what the leaks are, but the big scandal was Trump obviously taking a different plane from Turkey based on a threat to his life. The FBI and CIA are involved in the investigation, one source told him. Calls the Secret Service communication director were not returned because they seized his device. Guglielmini spent weeks after the Butler assassination attempt lying about what happened. He called reporters up and lied about Susan Crabtree and me, even though we were 2 of the only people who were correct about DHS and Secret Service failures. He is a total scumbag and a serious threat. He has zero business being anywhere near Trump. Good. I'll never understand why Anthony Guglielmini wasn't fired on day one. He was part of the cover-up to purge Secret Service texts and then lie about Trump assassination attempt, including Kim Cheadle. This is a very good thing, thank God, that they actually are doing something about this. Talk about a breach of trust. Why the hell did it take so long, right? Okay, good. More firings, but this is a good start. I've often said, pray for the president. I'm the most scared of the people who are allowed to have firearms around the president. The Secret Service have proven that they hire people that are unhinged, that are unstable, that can't handle their firearms. Again, a Secret Service agent just discharged her gun in the same car as Jill Biden. Could have killed Jill Biden. Nobody wants to see any of this, right? Nobody wants to see this. And so we frankly worry for President Trump's life. And so please pray for safety. But these firings are a good start, I guess, even if they're late. Better late than never. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.